For decades, fans wondered what Burt Reynolds truly felt about his closest on-screen partner, Jerry Reed. Now, long after both legends have left the stage, Reynolds' reflections revealed just how deep their bond ran, far beyond the jokes, stunts, and wild energy that made Smokey and the Bandit unforgettable. What audiences saw as effortless fun was built on a friendship rooted in trust, respect, and a shared understanding of fame's pressures. Burt Reynolds' story began far from Hollywood glamour. Born Burton Leon Reynolds Jr. on February 11, 1936, in Lansing, Michigan, he grew up in a working-class household in Riviera Beach, Florida, where discipline, pride, and hard work were non-negotiable. Before acting ever crossed his mind, sports defined him. At Palm Beach High School and later Florida State University, he was a standout football player with professional dreams, until a devastating injury abruptly ended that future. That single moment rerouted his life, pushing him toward acting, a path he never planned but ultimately mastered. By the late 1950s and early 1960s, Reynolds was grinding through stage productions and small television roles, learning the craft the hard way. His raw intensity and natural charisma finally exploded into public consciousness with Deliverance in 1972, a performance that shocked audiences and announced him as a serious force. The years that followed turned him into a phenomenon. Throughout the 1970s and early 1980s, Reynolds was Hollywood's definition of cool, top-billed, highly paid, and impossibly confident. Yet even during that era of superstardom, he valued authenticity above image. That's where Jerry Reed came in. Reynolds often recalled their first meeting with clarity. Reed walked onto set with a guitarist's swagger, a grin that filled the room, and an energy that instantly shifted the mood. He wasn't just a musician or an actor, he was a spark. Jerry Reed improvised freely, cracked jokes between takes, and had an uncanny ability to make difficult scenes feel effortless. Reynolds admitted that much of Smokey and the Bandit's magic came directly from Reed's spontaneity. Scenes felt alive because Jerry refused to play them safe. "People think we were just messing around," Reynolds once said, but Jerry made everything better without trying. What truly set their bond apart was what happened off-camera. Fame can isolate, and Reynolds trusted few people with his doubts and frustrations. Reed was one of them. They talked about the industry, the expectations, the toll of always being on. Jerry wasn't just a co-star, he was family. When Reed passed away in 2008, Reynolds felt the loss deeply but spoke about it rarely. When Jerry died, it wasn't losing an actor, he admitted. "It was losing a friend who shaped some of the best years of my life." Burt Reynolds died on September 6, 2018, at the age of 82, leaving behind a career filled with iconic performances, including his late-career triumph in Boogie Nights. Yet in his final reflections, one truth stood out clearly. Jerry Reed wasn't simply a sidekick or comic relief. He was a creative partner, a trusted confidant, and one of the brightest lights in Reynolds' life. Long after the engines stopped roaring and the cameras shut down, that friendship remained one of Burt Reynolds' most cherished legacies.